What's up, everyone? So, this is another article by Fadeaway World. Darvin Ham, the new head coach for the Los Angeles Lakers and former assistant coach for the Milwaukee Bucks, confirms Russell Westbrook will return to the Los Angeles Lakers next season. Let's just talk about this. The Los Angeles Lakers need to figure out a lot of things this offseason. Over half of their roster is currently empty, with last year vet minimum players. These open doors for guys like Malik Monk, Carmelo Anthony, Trevor Ariza, and others to leave in the offseason. So the reason why this is, we have three players in that Lakers roster, that are on max deals: LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook. The max deal that Russ signed when he was in OKC. So when they traded for him, they took on a lot of money. And well, when you have three of your players on max deals, that means no other player can, sign more than like 5 million or 10 million, because you won't have enough money in your cap space, and it hamstrings you in the majorly in the offseason. So one player who seems to be linked to leaving but is staying pat is Russell Westbrook. So there were many rumors out there that were saying that Russell was going to leave, Russell was going to be traded in the offseason, but the new coach Darvin Ham, he just confirmed that the Lakers are going to run it back with Russell Westbrook, which I feel is we're just setting the Lakers back again. So honestly, I don't understand why this dude make that decision. So Westbrook's massive 47 million contract has anchored the Lakers down, and it will be expiring at the end of this season. So he had a 47 million player option that he opted into. I'm not sure if he had any intention of opting out of 47 million, because if he opted out, he would have gotten a vet minimum deal of like 2 or 3 million. So you cannot let the money go away like that. So I'm pretty sure that's the reasoning why he's going to run it back, because there's no trade partner that the Lakers that are willing to partake with the Lakers. So it makes sense just to keep this dude intact. So that's why Darvin Ham just came out and said that Lakers can't afford to offload more picks to get rid of Russ, who'll be a free agent at the end of the season anyway. So for at this point in time, there's no need to let go of a first round pick for a Russell Westbrook. The Lakers, who look to make it work under a new system this year, Darvin Ham is already plotting how to make the team work best together, and has confirmed that Westbrook will be part of the plan, and he plans for him to stay next season. So this is crazy. So he was quoted as saying absolutely when he was asked if Russ Westbrook will stay on the team. Russ is one of the best players in our league has ever seen, and he still he still has a lot left in the tank. I don't know why people try to write him off. I'm not going to approach him like I do. I'm going to approach him like I do every player I've encountered. We're going to talk about our running habits with the ball, without the ball, and again the rhythm of the team, and trying to establish a rhythm with LeBron, Russ, and AD again, so that they can share the load both offensively and defensively. So it's quoting and say that pretty optimistic for him. I don't see the reason why he wouldn't be optimistic, because he shouldn't just come in with that energy from last season. But hey, I'm just waiting to see how he's gonna plan out his team so that he can do some things. So well, Russell Westbrook coming back to the team with the best course of action for the Lakers, who will have to part with assets to get Russ contract off them. So who would do that? So who in the right mind, the Lakers front office, would propose the idea of giving away a first round pick along with Russell Westbrook? Nobody. So maybe if it continues not to work, maybe in the off season they may not even give Russ that extension, because I don't feel like he deserves a max extension. This is a guy who we're just waiting for him to ride out this year. If it's a failed season or if it's not a failed season, maybe you can just let this guy just walk in free agency, and I'm pretty sure any team that's going to sign him is not going to get more than 5 million a season. So that's that. So but best case scenario for me, I would just keep him and let him walk in free agency, because this guy has shown that he is not worth any penny in that max deal. Only when he was in OKC, but in Houston, in Washington, in LA, bro, this guy has been so dismal and disappointing, and I can say he was one of the contributing factor to why the Lakers had a down season. Because if you go to YouTube and search Russell Westbrook highlight reel, man. I mean, it's just so sad to see a guy of that caliber who has stayed in this league for damn near like 14 years just look so horrendous like that, and he's supposed to be a superstar player. So it's very sad to see. So they're just running it back just to end his contract. But honestly, if I was if I was to be asked, the Lakers would have been in a better position if they pursued a Chris Paul than a Russell Westbrook. Because if they had the ability to get a Russell Westbrook who was getting 44 million, what stopped them from getting a CP3? What stopped them from getting a? I don't want to say Damian Lillard because man, that's a lot of money. But you're in LA, so I mean you can pay that luxury tax. But if you gathered all your assets just to get a Russell Westbrook, why couldn't you gather all your assets to trade for Chris Paul in the 2020 2021 and in the 2020 off season before CP3 he had his way and made his way to Phoenix. So I mean from OKC to Phoenix. So that's the question that keeps bugging me. And I remember when I saw this, when he got traded to the Lakers, I actually felt that in 2020, I was like, why is it that they're getting Russell Westbrook at this time? I don't get it. I don't understand it. So it is what it is, and they're just running it back this offseason just to shed off his contract. I'm pretty sure they're not going to extend him, and this guy is not going to get any type of money near close to what he's getting now, moving forward in the years. So his best bet is just going to get even a biannual exception, a mid-level exception, or a biannual exception maybe. He's going to be signed for 2 years, or even maybe non-guaranteed, because if he was playing like this at the Golden State Warriors, I'm pretty sure they would have already or if he was playing like this, he would have been bought out or something. The way Kemba Walker was dealt, and you never hear about Kemba Walker anymore. So this is a guy that went to a very storied franchise, and he laid an egg in his first season. So uh, it is just crazy, man. It's it's just sad, man. So that's all I gotta say about this article. So if you guys wanna share in the comments, please share your opinions on what you feel and think about this move by the Lakers, and also Darvin Ham as the new head coach. What changes will he bring in the off season? So in the off season and also in the new season. Um, I'm out. Peace.